Hello and welcome to episode 86 of my playthrough of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, where I will not be using Charm or Intimidate dialogue options or Paragon or Renegade interrupts. Nothing new here, probably. Oh,
Biotic.
if I've been keeping up with things. Yep, we're good. Alright. So I was going to figure out about that spying that's going on. Double check the news terminal. There's nothing new. Okay, let's see. There's a terminal around here or something that's supposed to use, right? Ah, is this guy?
Was the Volus ambassador here earlier?
Yes, he was, Commander.
I need in. Spectre business.
I'll unlock the office when you're ready.
Unlock the office.
You've never been this uncooperative with us before, Ambassador.
That's because you were actually doing some good in the galaxy before.
Has that changed? How many colonies would be gone if we hadn't taken action against the Collectors?
Too many. But fighting the Alliance...
Must continue in order to end the war. We understand it took a lot for you to reach out to Cerberus, Ambassador Korlak. We ask that you trust us a little longer.
You people are monsters!
Ambassador, please.
Hundreds dead. Udina betraying the Council. I should have cut ties with you ages ago.
And what will that accomplish now? The risks you took by passing information to Cerberus. It's left you in an interesting position. If you sever contact, we can't protect you from the consequences.
I have no time for this.
We'll speak again. Have a good day, Ambassador Korlak.
The Turians think I'm still working for Cerberus. They've put a price on my head. I can't go to CSEC, but Cerberus has plans. An entire Turian colony rests on my life. If anyone finds this, I hid a tracking receiver in the office suite. What are you...
Damn, Cerberus has them everywhere nowadays.
You gonna go on about them all night?
Just get the car up here quick. Little bastard's even heavier than he looks.
Saeed?
How long till we killed Korlak?
Once the credits go through. Was beginning to think you weren't interested in the money.
I'm not. Because Korlak worked for Cerberus? What'd they do to you? None of your goddamn business. He waking up?
This is Commander Shepard. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Tell me where you are.
We're still near the Presidium. CSEC will check Selkish arms when they realize I'm missing.
They won't give a damn when they realize you sold them out to Cerberus.
Wait. Cerberus is planning to attack a colony that...
Stay calm. Help's coming. Saeed used to work for Cerberus. Ask him why he's here.
Why? Why go after your old employer, Zaid?
How you know my name all of a sudden?
Good question.
Please forward all traffic from the human embassy to the Asari embassy until otherwise notified.
That's probably the place.
Damn, wrong door.
Nope.
He needs you alive to stop Cerberus.
Cerberus is after a Turian colony. Kill me, and they get it.
Drop my name.
Shepard's investigating. He's a recent acquaintance.
Where's that explosion sound coming from? Are we being attacked? Oh, you know what? I bet it's a bug because that's the Citadel area from the CSEC thing, and that's probably what that is.
Been a while, Zaid.
Shepard. Glad I wasn't just making an ass of myself over a hunch. Undisciplined bastards. This is what I get for signing up at the last minute.
Where's Korlak?
I'm here, Commander. You saved my life. I almost died because the Turians thought I was still with Cerberus.
Did those mercs hurt you?
I'm fine. They wanted me alive until the fees were delivered for my capture. They didn't care about what I had to say.
You kept mentioning a colony in your message.
Information on a Turian planet's defense system. They'll strike soon. But if I tell you which planet they're attacking, Cerberus will know I turned traitor.
Turn? You already betrayed your own people.
We saved your life. Tell us what planet you put in danger.
I can offer a bargain. The Volus bombing fleet. In tactical terms, it's worth far more than a colony.
Or you could give us both.
You can warn the Turians there'll be an attack, Commander. That should be general enough to ward off suspicion.
Well, I'm gonna take the colony.
No deal, Korlak. You owe me the name of that colony.
Very well. Cerberus is going to raid Aphis. They want its shipyards. I'll speak with Citadel Security about this incident. You have my thanks.
Took him long enough to spit that out.
Zaid, what are you doing here?
Later, C-Sec's on their way. Won't be too pleased with the mess we left them. Talk more later, Shepard.
Alright, anything else to do around here?
Thank you, EarthClan. My people are still afraid, but they are remembering who they are.
Looks like no. Okay, let's go to the hospital.
No, I'm seeing it here too. We're low on metagel and synthetic blood, and we don't have enough volunteers. If we could get the rings of Elune from the Salian Nebula, we could declare a cultural crisis. People would have to listen. No, they're not just symbolic. The Asari revere Elune. She wore these rings after learning medicine from Athame herself. She was like a Dalatress for your people. If we displayed her rings, we'd get more Asari support in the hospitals.
Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students.
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees?
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medijob.
While the Alliance takes heavy losses, Turian troops have been bolstered by growing support.
And I can't just walk on top of the people lying on the floor?
Welcome to Cirta.
Be safe. Forces continue their assault on Asari space, jamming the Nimbus cluster and the Citadel Nebula.
Where is the other person? I guess she's just gone now.
Knowles, this is Shepard. I found one of the code locations.
Okay, I'll shut it down. Just need to authorize your Spectre status. Someone used this to cut off power to a dozen life support machines in the hospital. Okay, that access code is officially disabled. Can you find any more?
There's got to be something. I don't know what Cerberus was packing, but we're going to lose this patient.
Without a new treatment plan, we're stuck, and I can't think of anything beyond what we've already tried.
That console again? No, that can't be right. Yeah, it's lying to me. Okay, let's see here.
I understand Paladin is very busy, but this is one of your own generals. He was stabbed with a poisoned blade by a Cerberus soldier during the attack on the Citadel. We can't identify the toxin. We're barely keeping him alive right now. It's some form of neurotoxin. If you could look at our charts... Of course, I understand. Even a general is just one man. Good luck.
All personnel, please update available inventory.
Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment.
Oops.
Can I help you? I'm looking for a Drell named Thane Krios. Well, we have a Drell, but not under that name. He was injured. Stab wound. He's a regular patient here. It's all right, it's all right. I see.
I was just trying to get a better...
We're able to repair a lot of the trauma. However, Mr. Krios is in the final stages of Kepral's syndrome. At its worst, Kepral's syndrome interferes with his blood's ability to carry oxygen. And he lost a lot. Now, they've given him transfusions, but frankly, there was a very limited supply of Drell blood on the Citadel.
I was just trying to get a better view of those guys. I didn't mean to trigger this. Well, hopefully they're still arguing when they get done with this.
I'll get more. Give me his blood type. That's not going to work. Only one other Drell on the station is a match, and that Drell is in with him now. We did all we could to help him through surgery, but his body can't replace lost blood with new cells. Too much shock. His son, Koliat, he's in there saying his goodbyes. You might want to say yours.
Commander Shepard, my father mentioned you were no longer incarcerated. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Koliat Krios. I came to donate blood and, well, he asked me to take off his oxygen mask so he could be comfortable. I don't think it will be very long.
Your father helped me save a lot of lives. I'd like to be here.
Of course.
Commander, I'm afraid I won't be joining you again.
You've done more than enough, Thane.
That assassin should be embarrassed. A terminally ill Drell managed to stop him from reaching his target.
I'll pass the word along.
There's something I must do before it gets worse. I must... Kalahira, mistress of inscrutable depths, I ask forgiveness. Kalahira, whose waves wear down stone and sand.
Kalahira, wash the sins from this one, and set him on the distant shore of the infinite spirit.
Kolyat, you speak as the priests do. You have been spending time with them.
I brought a prayer book. Commander, would you care to join me? Kalahira, this one's heart is pure, but beset by wickedness and contention.
Guide this one to where the traveler never tires, the lover never leaves, the hungry never starve. Guide this one, Kalahira, and he will be a companion to you as he was to me. Kolyat? There's something I don't understand. His last moments were those of a hero. Why pray for salvation?
The prayer was not for him, Commander. He has already asked forgiveness for the lives he has taken. His wish was for you.
Goodbye, Thane. You won't be alone long.
Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies. I've seen this happen in combat before. And we will run out of supplies. Have you seen the projections the administration center made?
I have. The situation is going to get worse. What's your point?
We can't deny the facts. If we prioritize them, some of our patients are in a much better position to survive. If we take care of them first and ration our supplies, we can save some now and enable ourselves to save more later.
We cannot do that. We swore an oath to help the sick regardless of their economic situations or their places in society.
We're fighting right now to protect the people you're talking about. If you let these people die, that fight is for nothing.
It's not that simple. If we aren't careful about this now, we'll end up losing everyone.
Then we'll find a way. Look, we have more fortunate patients, right?
Yes. And I hate to say it, but the fortunate ones have far better survival odds.
And more credits. So we ask them for donations to get more supplies for those without credits.
What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? That's... You know, that actually might work.
You know, extort them for their money. Say we're not going to save your lives unless you donate as much money as you can. Like, donate all your money to us. I know that's not what they're saying, but that's the way to do it. That's another way to do it. Is just extort them. Okay.
Welcome to Citadel. Thank you for shopping.
Be a pretty nice life you have there. Would it be a shame if something were to happen to it? Anyway, Arcos Lounge. Where? There he is.
Wondered if you'd show up, Shepard. Figured you'd be too busy recruiting goddamn armies for this war you're in charge of.
I could always use more help.
I'll bet. I've seen footage of what happened on Earth. Tell you what, I'll see if some old contacts of mine are still around. Can't promise you anything, but if enough of them are still breathing, I can lend a hand.
Who were those people you were with?
Bunch of mercs from Omega. Signed on with them when I heard they were making a hit on Cerberus. Should have studied the job longer.
There's no way you could have known Korlak stopped working for Cerberus.
That's no excuse. I killed Korlak and I'd have done right by Cerberus. No. The way I see it, those bastards owe me.
Why go after Cerberus?
Started with them trying to hire me back after we hit the collectors. Cerberus paid me enough after the Omega-4 relay. Retired is what I should have done. But it's tough to settle down, knowing the Reapers are on their way.
What did Cerberus want?
They wanted anyone with experience leading a fight. Gave me a tour of one of their new cruisers. Nice setup. Top-of-the-line ship, organized crew, damn impressive weapons. Thought I'd been shot at by every kind of gun, but didn't recognize half of what Cerberus was using.
What scared you off?
Another hunch. Cerberus wanted me to lead their new recruits, but I slipped off tour to talk to their soldiers. Found a restricted area and caught an officer without a helmet. Wasn't supposed to have done that, apparently.
You saw what the elusive man did to his people?
It's downright sick. I asked the soldier what the hell had happened to his face. Pissed him off. Or maybe he didn't even understand the question.
Things go downhill with Cerberus from there?
They didn't want me leaving, I can tell you. Shot my way out with one of their fancy new rifles. You know, I thought I'd find myself a bolt hole, sit this one out somewhere warm and quiet. But no one tries to trick me into becoming a goddamn husk. Been picking up jobs against Cerberus ever since.
Do you know the current leader of the Suns?
Vosk? Don't remind me. Little scumbag shot his mouth off on a patrol mission once. Got half his squad killed. Real popular after that. We couldn't boot him from the Suns fast enough. Should have ended his tenure with a bullet.
Then what's Vosk doing as Blue Sun's leader?
He's vicious, organized, and a suck-up. Vito must have welcomed him back once I was gone. Vosk thinks he's got a bargaining position with Arya. What a laugh. I'll give it a month before she knocks his teeth in.
No designs on the Blue Suns yourself?
I spent some of the best years of my life putting the Suns together. Nowadays, they're just another gang posing as mercenaries. Breaks my goddamn heart to see what Vito turned them into.
So you're not interested?
Nah. I was done with them a long time ago.
You seem pretty calm about the Reaper showing up.
Just wish they'd waited until I was dead and buried before setting Earth on fire. At my age, you're supposed to take it easy. But that fleet you're putting together might make the Reapers think twice if you pull it off.
If?
Nothing personal. There's just a hell of a lot that could still go wrong.
We're not gonna have much luck just sitting around.
True, but you've picked a hell of a fight to get yourself into. Free space is shrinking every day, and everyone knows it. Should get your fleets moving, at least. Keep them focused.
I'll keep it in mind. See you around, Zaid.
All right, Shep. I'll be here a while.
Founded in 2160 by the human mercenaries Zaid Masani and Vito Santiago, the Blue Suns were initially a Skillian Verge protection racket. As they expanded in numbers and influence, the two co-founders disagreed vehemently on many issues. Finally, after arguing about whether to recruit the slave-trading Batarians into their ranks, Vito ambushed Zaid and shot him in the head. Believing Zaid dead, Vito took full control of the Blue Suns and hired whatever Batarians he pleased. Soon, he had crowned one named Solemn Dulcera as titular head of operations. It was a move designed to placate his Batarian investors and draw fire from would-be assassins. It worked on both counts, and the partnership has lasted to this day. Over the decades, the Suns grew into a fearsome combat force spanning dozens of planets in Citadel space, the Verge, and the Terminus systems. Knowing that a good logistical team is key to fielding an army, Vito diversified the Suns, selling arms, training, and supplies as often as taking contracts to crack skulls. Even when the Suns suffered heavy losses, Vito's entrepreneurial expertise ensured new recruits could replace the old. All that was lost was the truth. Today, only a handful of trusted mercs even know who Vito Santiago is, let alone his old partner Zaid. I don't think there's anything new going on back here, but he's just gonna say, oh yes, my people are with you. Yep. Okay. Go to another bar.
How's the head?
Good. Concussion's almost gone.
Good. When I heard you were injured.
It was stupid. I should have ducked when that wall came down. Something good has come out of all this, though. Got new equipment. Sent me a set of Vortex armor. Man, somebody in supply sure messed that one up.
Oh, I've heard those are pretty good.
It's great. I'd only be safer inside a tank. It's why Vortex gear costs more than I make in a year.
Will your new heavy armor keep you safe? I've watched reports on some of the things you're fighting.
Well, it won't stop a Reaper, but an extra second of shielding can be life or death.
So Vortex makes good shield capacitors?
The best. They don't skimp on plating either. I love it.
Sounds like you want to get back out there to try it out.
You know, a little. Can't wait to show it off to the team. Maybe I can take point more often now. Anyhow, enough about my armor. Let's find the gang and celebrate while I'm still here. Where'd you park?
I took rapid transit.
Come on, you have the fanciest ride on the Citadel. And I saw that new paint job.
I sold it a couple of weeks ago.
What? But you love that car.
I know.
You never shut up about that car.
I know.
Wait. You asked if I got heavy armor. I never said it was heavy armor. And since when do you know anything about shield capacitors?
I read about them.
Did you say you sold your car a few weeks ago? Because that's around the time I got sent this new armor.
Hey, it's late, and I'm not letting my friend miss a night of purgatory, right? You want to go in, or do you want to talk about my car some more?
No, you're right. Let's go in. And I'm buying you some goddamn drinks.
No, the problem is that our people are terrible at making war. The library at Asha had sacred texts on the ways of the Huntress, the defining works on the art of battle. But the Nimbus cluster has already fallen, and our people are here dancing instead of fighting.
Ugh, this sucks.
What have you got there?
Duty roster for the students. It's what I do for fun now. They're dropping us into hotspots for hit and runs. I'm making sure your bosses don't get my kids killed.
How are they holding up?
They're fine. They're not the ones reading duty rosters while on shore leave.
Complain if you like, but I think military life suits you.
Hey, running back to the Alliance was your lifelong dream, not mine.
Come on, plenty of combat, free room and board, and people you can depend on.
Yeah. Maybe your little suicide squad taught me something about teamwork. Speaking of which, thanks. I didn't think my guys could cut it. I wanted to put them in the back ranks, but you believed. And you were right. They're kicking ass. It'd be a hell of a lot more fun with you. You find bigger fights. But the little shits are useless without me. I gotta stick with them. 'Cause I'm dependable now, apparently. I blame you for this, Shepard.
Come on.
What?
The duty rosters can wait. Right now, you're on shore leave.
Has Jack always had brown eyes? I didn't notice it until now.
Shepard. Everybody knows you can't dance.
You can dance better than that. Shepard can.
I miss Afterlife.
Yeah, this place is so clean and squeaks. Anyhow, thanks for the drink. But why'd you drag me out here?
You, still got that merchant freighter?
Yeah,
Looking for work?
might as well. What you got?
The Alliance is bringing medical supplies by the ton. I know a guy in customs. Crates of Metagel from weeks ago are still sitting on the dock. My friend finds us a few loose crates. You bring in your ship, we split it. 50-50. What do you say?
I should slit your goddamn throat?
What? What the hell's your problem?
I'm not skinning the Alliance.
Well, since when are you so chummy with those pricks?
Screw you. You been watching the news?
Sure.
Know what's happening to Earth while we're sitting here?
Calm down already.
Okay, sure. The Alliance wasn't good for business before, but this is war. They're dying for us. I'm not stealing medicine from them.
Your patriotism is touching.
My planet's on fire, asshole! Tell your friend in customs every goddamn package of Metagel better stay where it is. Or maybe CSEC needs to know where their last gun shipment went.
Fine. I'll pass on the word. I think you should finish your drink.
Yeah. Think I should.
There he is.
Shepard, you made it. Come have a drink with me.
You're looking happy?
You had it right. Yesterday can't change. Tomorrow, we might all be dead. Today is what matters. I'm not wasting it.
I wouldn't have thought a club would be to your taste.
You don't have to get all hot and bothered to appreciate graceful dancing. There's an energy here. There's life. And some of the eye candy in the crowd isn't too shabby either.
The eye candy on the stage is fine by me.
Good. I sure don't need you as competition. Here.
To you, Steve.
And to you, Shepard. A good friend when I needed one most. Thank you. For everything.
That rejection of the flirting thing, it is very clunky. They could have done better than that.
I'll see you back on the Normandy.
Is that the same thing he says?
I'll see you back on the Normandy.
Yep, same thing over and over again. Okay. How many does it take to get the wavy effect? Does it not kick in until does it not just happen in this game? Do I just end up on Arya's couch? Yep, apparently it doesn't happen in this game. Alrighty. Get to the next location. Anything of interest around here? Probably not.
understand. The code of the ancients is the collected wisdom of our people.
Keep getting a good position
With
here.
overwhelming sadness, it was lost when Dakuna fell. Without it, we lack the guidance we need. With certainty, we need the wisdom of our ancestors in these trying times.
These used to be actual steps in, like, the original game, I think. And there's nothing of interest up here. I'm just gonna head back down. I'll double check over here, but there's not gonna be anything. Yeah, no. Nothing. Nothing. It's nice to have these other areas, but it does make walking around the Citadel take a lot longer than in the unmodded version of the game. If only I could actually sprint instead of just having the slightly faster walking. Is it even any faster at all? Is it just an illusion? Let's see. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1000. About 4 seconds. And what about if I just walk normally? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, okay. It's definitely faster to hold down shift. Alright. I've already been to the embassies, but I don't know where the next console is. Let's go to the holding area, though. I know I have stuff I need to do there.
The galaxy needs to understand what these refugees have been through. Can't you let me in?
No.
I only need a couple of hours of footage.
You're not crossing that dock.
Wait, aren't you Commander Shepard? Solik Vaz, documentary maker. Please, maybe you can help. I'm trying to document the stories of the refugees coming to the Citadel. Their loss, their sacrifices, their moments of bravery.
Something holding you back?
CSEC won't allow me on the docks. They say I'd be disruptive. But you could catch a few quick shots for me.
There are lots of refugees on the rest of the Citadel.
It won't have the same impact as seeing crowds trapped on the docks. We all need to help each other. I want this documentary to shock people into action.
Good idea. The galaxy should see what these refugees have been through.
Thank you, Commander. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. If you could just take a few shots with your Omni tool in the refugee camp. I'll be here when you're done. Yes, that's just what this documentary needs.
The Nimbus Cluster and the Salian Nebula. A joint Turian-Krogan force has landed on a road.
So jittery.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms. Thank you for your patronage.
Pressure's okay. No infection so far.
Can I talk to him?
Only if it's important, Commander. He's hurt bad. Take down the sedative a bit, but hurry. I peg his survival at 50-50.
Are you Gorek?
Go away. Nothing to say.
Not even what a terrorist is doing on the Citadel?
You!
Do I know you?
Every Batarian with someone on Aratok remembers your face.
The planet that got caught in the Alpha Relay explosion.
You butchered a colony, only regret... don't have the strength to...
I destroyed Eritot's relay to stop the Reapers from pouring through.
Easy for you to claim now that they're here. Don't pretend you have any remorse.
You think I didn't feel guilty? I destroyed a colony. I've thought about the people who died. About how I couldn't warn them in time. In the end, I didn't have a choice. But I'm sorry. If that means anything.
If you're so remorseful, if you have any real guilt, show some mercy. Unplug this machine. Let me join my family.
Sure.
Oh.
No replacement has been selected for the position vacated by...
Nothing is impossible, says the hegemony propaganda poster that depicts a muscular Batarian miner under an Eritot sky, his rebreather held away from his face as if he's just taken it off. The image sums up millions of man-hours of labor on the Batarian planet and represents, or misrepresents, much of its history. 2 decades ago, Eritot, like several planets in the Skillian Verge, was claimed by both human and Batarian governments, but the Alliance backed out after learning about the atmosphere's dangerously low pressure and oxygen levels. Instead, they concentrated their colonial efforts on planets that could support human life without the aid of domed habitats and rebreathers. Human governments saw it as a wise move, Batarians saw it as cowardly. The Batarians rose to the colonization challenge, shipping in large numbers of laborers. They took the high financial costs and casualties due to accidents or logistical snafus in stride. Large-scale dumping of cyanobacteria has increased the oxygen in the atmosphere by a fraction of 1%, a modest increase that the hegemony trumpets as a sign of their eventual victory. Short-term profits on Eritot are largely made in the minerals sector through mining the extremely metal-rich planetary crust. The dark side to the mining does not appear on the propaganda poster. The majority of laborers are indentured servants or slaves. Eritot is rumored to have military bases on its surface and throughout its solar system, though details are heavily restricted by the hegemony's Ministry of Information Control. Human merchant ships rarely come to the planet, outcompeted by local companies that benefit from heavy economic protections. The average Eritot citizen only sees humans as on the news, usually featured in stories of trials and executions of accused spies. And now Eritot no longer exists.
I recognize you. You're Commander Shepard.
And you must be Tactus. Heard the refugees consider you their leader.
Yes, someone needs to sort out this mess. CSEC has tightened access to the Citadel, and we've got desperate people down here with no place to go.
I also hear you need basic medical supplies. Dr. Chakwa spoke of a mutually beneficial trade.
I tried to be clear. In my experience, the Alliance looks out for their own. Trust is a hard thing to come by these days. I know you need our military supplies, but they're worth far more than your basic meds. Her offer wasn't satisfactory.
So I say you should reconsider, because I don't know if that will give... Like, if I say you should reconsider, do we end up doing the trade? Or does it just all get called off? I don't know. Let's try it.
This trade can help us both, Tactus.
The black market can be very lucrative. I must do what is best for my people. I'm holding out for the right offer. I'm sorry, Commander. Good day.
Okay.
Back again. I'm still not sure about trading those medical supplies.
Fine.
How about you just take our medical supplies then? No trade.
That is very generous, Commander. Are you sure?
I'm sure. We'll manage.
Thank you, Commander. The stories about you are true. Good luck out there.
Great shot, Commander. Damn it, I'm telling you, someone sabotaged the Metagel dispensers. No, if I knew who, I'd have had them arrested. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I've got Turian soldiers dying for lack of medication.
Again, with that voice, that should be a Turian. Or a human, but I think it's a Turian in the original game. Making it a Solarian, it doesn't match.
Damn it, I'm telling you, someone sabotaged the Metagel.
Shepard, you saved my life again.
What happened?
Cerberus troopers came through here to secure the docks. They lined us all up. Then, one of them started asking around for me by name.
But they didn't find you.
Their record said I went off-grid. If I hadn't changed my identity, I don't know what would have happened. Thank you. So many here had to leave loved ones on their homeworlds. I try to comfort them, but I know what the Reapers are capable of. So many here had to leave loved ones on their homeworlds. I try to comfort them, but I know what the Reapers are capable of.
Lieutenant Commander Ashley Williams, the second human Spectre, assisted Commander Shepard in preventing Cerberus forces from invading.
Good to meet you. I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you kidding me?
Excellent. That will really get people's attention. Thank you, Commander. That should be enough footage. Come meet me again when you're able.
Hey, Commander.
James, enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Try not to lose everything. Those clothes are Alliance property.
Have a little faith, loco.
I have a little.
You just gonna stand there and watch?
If I feel like it.
You're kind of making me nervous, Commander. I'd ask them to deal you in, but I think they're afraid of you. You're kind of killing my mojo here, Jefe. I was up a minute ago. You just came by at a bad time. You just gonna stand there and watch?
Won't let me walk over the table this time. Fine. Let's go this way.
Come on.
With a daring attack that disabled a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
You thought I was slow. Please, we just need more food. I can give you the location of some ruins. Prothean ruins, on Gay Hinnom in the Hades Nexus. If you could get past the Reaper patrols, I'm sure you'd find something valuable.
I believe those are my credits.
That's got to be worth something. Please, my family is starving.
Come on. I believe those are my credits.
Ashley Williams, the second human Spectre, assisted.
I fixed the sabotage. The Metagel dispensers should be working now.
Thank you. I'll get patients moving through triage immediately. I wish we could have found the bastard responsible for the sabotage. But this is going to save a lot of lives. Thank you.
Replacement has been selected for the position vacated by Counselor Danelle Udina, who died assisting Cerberus in an attempt
What are you doing here?
against the Council.
I'm waiting.
Waiting? Waiting for who?
Oh, for my parents. They put me on the rescue transport and said to wait for them here. They'll come find me as soon as they can.
Well, I guess this is a safe enough place.
Look,
if anyone bothers you, let me know. I'll take care of them, okay?
Sure thing, sir. Thanks.
While the Alliance takes heavy losses, Turian troops have been bolstered by Krogan support on Paragon. Krogan leader
I have your footage.
Thank you, Commander. I'll start editing it right away. Thank you, Commander. I'll start editing it right away.
Do I check CSEC headquarters? Sure. We'll see if the terminal thing that I need to access is there. I mean, nothing's lighting up, so unless it's on the other level. Which, who knows, it could be. Looks like that's probably a no. Let's just get to... go to the Presidium from here. Seems like this is also a no, but let's just double check. Isn't it fun spending about over an hour just walking around the Citadel? It's a lot of fun, isn't it? I'm joking, of course. Alright, let's see. Normandy Dock and Bay, let's try there. Ah!
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives. The Alliance is posting us to an Ezo mining facility on Zani. It's a low-gravity planet, toxic atmosphere. You'll be expected to maintain full survival gear. Any questions?
Are we playing security, Sergeant Olenby?
No, Private. We are not. Have you discovered a way to run FTL spaceships without an Ezo core, Private Talavi?
No, ma'am.
Then consider this a serious assignment. Intel's expecting a Cerberus raid.
Cerberus? Cerberus?
They're a problem?
I thought we were fighting Reapers, ma'am.
Give it a week. You could be.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant.
And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private?
I think I'll do better against the Reapers than Cerberus, ma'am.
And what combat experience against Reapers are you basing this on?
None, ma'am.
Outstanding.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off-planet to try and make money, hung with a lousy crowd. A week before the Reapers, my brother sent me this excited message. He'd found an organization with lots of pay, benefits. He snuck me a photo of the shiny new armor they gave him. White and yellow armor, ma'am.
You're sure of what you saw?
Yes, Sergeant.
Heard from your brother since then?
No, Sergeant.
All right, Talavi. I'll see if I can get you fighting Reapers instead of Cerberus.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. You won't thank me so much when you're eye-deep in husks.
Okay, so that's something I have to approve via the Spectre terminal. Normally I do approve it, but when I do approve it, I seem to recall something about them being understaffed in some critical position, so I'm going to try to not approve it this time and see what happens.
Knowles, I found another spot where the Batarian codes were used.
Holy crap. These are the remote navigation codes. Last week's crash at the docks, we thought it was an accident. Shepard, there were 117 Alliance soldiers on that ship. All human. Just like the patients at the hospital.
So we've got Batarian codes, and someone with a grudge against humans.
Looks like... okay. This code's offline now as well. Should just be one left, Commander.
Ma'am, I had a friend in security at Sonax, and there was definitely Prothean tech on Garvug. I know the Valhallan threshold is Reaper territory now, but Prothean tech could help the Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm aware this is an unsecured channel. Yes, understood. Thank you, ma'am.
Alright. Other terminal console. Where? Oh, I think I can check the map to see multiple levels, right? Yeah. Oh wait, where were Edie and Joker? I did not notice Joker. Am I blind? Well, I guess I'll head back over there just to talk. But then, where was the console? Oh, the holding area. Alright, before I go to the holding area, I'm gonna go back to Purgatory and talk to Joker. Joker? Oh, there you are.
Look at this! All it took was a Cerberus attack on the Citadel to get folks around here to pay attention to the war.
How is this any different from normal?
Can't you see the desperation? This isn't happy dancing. This is forget my problems dancing. Look at the arms. If a guy waves his arms like that, he's worrying about a lot more than looking stupid on the dance floor.
That's surprisingly observant.
I've had time to watch a lot of dancing from the sidelines. Speaking of which...
Dancing?
Watching from the sidelines. What do you think about me and Edie?
Why not?
Because I could break a bone just from some light over-the-clothes action?
That's always a risk. But then so are the Reapers.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on dating Harbinger.
You know what I mean. If we all ended up dead this time tomorrow, what would you regret?
Getting a shattered pelvis. And a broken heart. Such a stupid idea.
If you could be out there right now on the dance floor, would you be waving your arms?
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got bigger things to worry about than looking stupid.
Yeah, guess I do. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Alright. And he heads up here.
Haven't broken anything yet. That's a start. Haven't broken anything yet. That's a start.
Alright, so now we head to the holding area again. Almost done with the Citadel. Where is this console? Number 4. Alright, all the way in the back.
Hey there.
Oh, it's you. Hi.
Your parents get here yet?
Nope. It's okay. I mean, they'll get here. They always keep their promises. Next shuttle was probably just late or something. That's all.
I'm sure you're right. I look forward to meeting you.
Nice.
Knowles, this is where the last access code was used.
What's that, Commander? I'm losing your signal.
Shepard.
Balak.
You should have killed me on that asteroid over Terra Nova. I've been waiting for this. Everything that has happened to my people is your fault.
All I did was stop you at Terra Nova.
Yes. After you ruined my plans, my government accelerated research efforts on the Leviathan of Dis. Have you heard of it, Commander? The ancient organic dreadnought my people recovered from Jartar 20 years ago? Sound familiar?
A Reaper. Your people were studying a Reaper corpse.
Yes. Looking for a way to reclaim our place as the true power of the galaxy. Hundreds of our best scientists were enlisted.
And then they became indoctrinated.
When the Reapers reached Karshan, our own people betrayed us. Defense grids were deactivated. Ships fired on Allied targets. We were destroyed from within because of you.
It's not my fault. Like, if you had succeeded, do you think they wouldn't have still gone to researching the Leviathan of Dis? Maybe, but I doubt it.
I didn't destroy your people, Balak. The Reapers did that.
We were a proud race. A beautiful race. Have you seen what the Reapers have done to us? I'm trapped on this Citadel. Our warships only know the locations of Reaper forces because I've tapped Council transmissions. I am the highest-ranking military officer left in the hegemony, and I can't save my people. But I can end you.
Well, I guess I have to kill him.
Balak? You were right. I should have killed you on that asteroid over Terra Nova.
Shepard, you okay?
Fine. This is the Batarian who was using the codes. Won't be a problem anymore.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate the help.
That certainly isn't as satisfying.
I don't believe it.
I need to figure out how to... I have the crowd size on the smallest it can be, right? Mod settings. Project variety. MISC. Reduced background NPCs enabled. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do with that. Disabled. Yeah, that's all I can do. Alright, time to leave.
Shepard, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to go over everything in my head. Make sense of it.
Your bandages were still fresh. How did you end up working with Adina?
You saw me in the hospital. I was going crazy. Felt like I was letting everyone down. When Udina offered to make me a Spectre, I thought it was a chance to do some good.
I couldn't just sit back and watch either.
Yeah. But it sure turned into a mess.
I never wanted to put you in that situation. We're on the same side.
I can't believe it came to that. We were so close to...
Ash, it's okay. We figured it out. We stopped Adina and got to walk away. That's the important part.
I can't believe he was responsible for all of it. Was he indoctrinated?
It's hard to say.
How do we fight something that can worm its way into your head?
I don't know. But we don't have a choice.
I wanted to talk to you about that. Hackett asked me to join his team. It's a great offer, but I'd prefer to ride this thing out aboard the Normandy.
Permission granted. Couldn't do this without you.
I'll grab my gear.
And Ash?
Yeah?
It's good to have you back.
Yes, sir.
Shepard, I got Anderson patched in. I was just getting him up to speed.
Udina? That SOB was always power-hungry. But this?
He wasn't in charge. Cerberus was just using him to take control of the Citadel.
What the hell for?
I don't know. Not yet.
Could have been a lot worse. Shepard stopped the assassination attempt on Councilor Valorn.
Kai Lang.
What?
Your assassin. I'll have Hackett send you my reports on him.
I take it you two have met.
Keeley Sanders and I had our share of run-ins with him. I shot him in both legs once. Thought that might be the end of him. But he showed up again on Omega, even stronger.
Elusive Man patch him up?
That'd be my guess. Given what they were able to do with you and Grayson, it's a safe bet Lang's even more dangerous now.
I'll take whatever advantage I can get against these bastards.
Their attempts may have had at least one unintended side effect. I received word from the Asari Counselor. They're requesting an update on the Crucible.
Lang has them scared. Enough to send help?
Yes, the Asari and Solarians are both throwing in their support now.
How's your progress on the Crucible?
Good. Our estimates suggest we've completed nearly 50% of the known work.
So quickly?
Once decoded, the schematics are designed in such a way that allows our scientists to easily translate the information. It's not Prothean specific.
Are we any closer to understanding how to use it?
That's still open for debate. Utilized in the right fashion, our scientists are convinced it can generate enough energy to destroy the Reapers. The question is, how will it dispense the energy? And in what form?
You mean, how do you stop it from wiping us all out?
Exactly. We think the catalyst is the key to determining how to focus its energy, how to direct its energy at the Reapers alone.
I'm working on that.
You'll find the answers, Shepard. I'll send you an update on the schematics. And in the meantime, we'll keep building.
And we'll keep fighting. Make sure there's an Earth left to come back to.
You've always trusted me. I won't let you down.
We're still in this. The gods of war haven't given up on us yet.
Good luck, both of you. Anderson out.
Commander, the Turian fleet is stretched thin. We need more support ships. And the Quarians are willing to talk.
Understood, sir. I'll look into it.
Be careful. We've got reports of instability along the Geth border. Hack it out.
Shepard, do you have a moment? A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned. They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
Solarian researchers. The Solarians' agile thinking and inquisitive nature have allowed them to become some of the most impressive scientists in the galaxy. Multiple teams comprised of current and former STG operatives are helping to analyze and employ the intrinsic technologies behind the Crucible. I'm almost at total military strength there, that's pretty good. Updated. Pressure from both the Asari and Turian counselors led to a team of Solarian dark energy specialists from Agor University being assigned to the Crucible project. Strongly in favor of scientific advancement in wartime, the Solarian Councilor has persuaded several companies to lend their scientists to the Crucible project. Asari Science Team. Many respected Asari scientists have used their long lifespans to become leading experts in their fields. Asari scholars often gain perspective on how cultural shifts affect society, grasping the larger contextual forces behind new proposals, and using this to springboard into hypotheses years ahead of their time. The Asari science team working on the Crucible consists of some of the keenest scientific mavericks in the galaxy, eager to contribute to its construction. Alliance Third Fleet. Updated. Blaming humanity for the destruction of one of the Batarian worlds, a Batarian military officer has waged a campaign of sabotage against the Alliance. He hacked into Alliance ship systems, causing them to crash or lose oxygen in flight. Asari Second Fleet. The Asari Second Fleet is largely composed of frigates and fighters embodying the Asari's hit-and-run mindset, with a nimble swarm rather than a slower collection of vessels. The second is normally dispatched to protect colonies from pirate raiders or mercenary activity. The Second Fleet's fighter squadrons are intensely competitive, racing to break new records set by other teams, but unquestionably loyal to each other in a fight. Asari Sixth Fleet. The Sixth Fleet has more dreadnoughts than any other collection of ships in the Asari Navy. An almost superstitious dread has grown around its entrance into conflict, as any war with the fleet has never remained small. It was the Sixth Fleet that flew against the Rachni in the beginning of the Rachni Wars, and it was the Sixth Fleet that liberated the first colony under siege in the Krogan rebellions. Unfairly or not, its service people have a reputation for being sober, serious, and humorless. Nevertheless, the Sixth Fleet is a welcome sight for any ally when it arrives. The Destiny Ascension. The Destiny Ascension is the flagship of the Citadel Fleet, a powerful Asari dreadnought unlike any other vessel in the galaxy. Captained by Matriarch Lidania, the Destiny Ascension evacuated the Council during the 2183 Battle of the Citadel, but was crippled by attacking Geth. Alliance fleets came in, taking heavy fire, but saving the Ascension and the Council from destruction. The Asari have repaired and upgraded the Dreadnought's shielding and firepower, committing the formidable ship to the fight against the Reavers. Thessian Second Republic Guard. The Republican Guard is the closest the Asari have to a standing army. Members are drawn from across the republics, with training taking decades. Decades, according to a house type. Anyway, many members become career military until their maiden days are finished. Slightly better armored than a standard commando, their durability remains limited compared to Turian or human peers, but their real strength is their coordinated biotic attacks. Often these last only a few minutes before the Asari break into their natural commando small units. But when a platoon unleashes a joint attack, the results are predictably terrifying. Turian 6th Fleet. The Turian Navy has the most dreadnoughts of any known species in the Milky Way. The Turian hierarchy limited production of these ships only because the Treaty of Ferrixon strictly controls the number of dreadnoughts due to their destructive capabilities. The Turian 6th Fleet is technically classified as a peacekeeping fleet. Before the Reapers, it was chiefly used to patrol the space around the Citadel. Now it's ready to fly to areas trying to fight off the invasion. I bet they regret the Treaty of Ferrixon at this point. Would have a lot more firepower against the Reapers if that hadn't been a thing. Turian 7th Fleet. I don't know if I've read this, so I'll read it. The Turian 7th Fleet was assigned the privilege and burden... No, I've read this. Updated. Recovering the legendary banner of the 1st Regiment lifted the spirits of overworked Turian forces. Read that already, too. Updated. Crates of dextro amino acid metagel have been shipped out to the Turian 7th Fleet. This resupply will help Turian medics treat potentially fatal wounds. Solarian. The Solarians bring cutting-edge warships and their best tactical minds to the fight against the Reapers. I already read that. Okay. Solarian 3rd Fleet. An Alliance Rear Admiral once unfairly dismissed the Solarian 3rd Fleet as nothing more than an overabundance of spy planes. While the Solarians rely heavily on gathering intelligence in any war, the 3rd Fleet's firepower is comparable to any other major naval force. Its vessels use the latest Guardian defense systems with improved tracking algorithms to handle a greater number of projectiles than older models. Even its scouting flotillas have been armed with hull-mounted Thanix cannons, developed in conjunction with the Turian military. Updated. Following the attempted coup, the fleet is being deployed to focus on anti-Cerberus operations. Solarian 7th Reconnaissance Fleet. The 7th Fleet is composed of frigates and smaller craft. As such, it has minimal combat effectiveness. It forms the backbone of the Solarian Fleet's reconnaissance and intelligence gathering, and is generally used by STG for its operations. Many ships have stealth characteristics to minimize their visibility to active detection. The real value of the fleet is its ability to deploy both passive and aggressive infowar capabilities, including jamming, counter-jamming, and the latest in spoofing techniques that disrupt enemy tactics by making entire fake fleets to appear on enemy radar. Solarian Special Tasks Group. The Special Tasks Group, or STG, is the Solarian Military Intelligence Service. Its agents operate in small cells, specializing in sabotage, espionage, infiltration, and assassination. They favor clandestine strikes that neutralize conflicts before they begin. The STG places emphasis on quick thinking and resourcefulness, as its operatives work in enemy territory with little to no support. Updated. The Solarian Councilor relocated a handful of STG personnel to the Citadel to discreetly investigate any Cerberus ties or activity on the station. With the full weight of Asari and Turian forces committed to the Alliance, the resulting intense political pressure has forced the Solarians to contribute a greater portion of the Special Tasks Group to the cause. After the attack on Surkesh, senior STG operatives pressured the Solarian government to allocate assets to a small detachment to focus on the Cerberus threat. After the attack on Surkesh, senior STG operatives pressured the... That's the same thing. Okay. Terminus systems. Saeed Masani and veteran mercs. Saeed Masani has a reputation as one of the most relentless and efficient mercenaries in the Terminus systems. Cerberus contacted Masani a few months after the Collectors were destroyed and offered him a job. Negotiations ended badly, and Masani now seeks out jobs that oppose his former employer's interests. He brings years of experience and finely honed survival skills to the fight against the Reapers. Citadel Fleet. The Alliance's intervention during the First Battle of the Citadel in 2183 has ensured that many of the races feel they owe a strong debt to humanity. As a result, the Council has promised a large portion of the Citadel Fleet, including the Destiny Ascension, to fight in the battle for Earth once the Crucible is complete. Citadel Defense Force. Updated. CSEC has been severely weakened by the fighting and the coup. It has lost many personnel, and the remainder are both disheartened and distrusted by the public. Updated. CSEC was authorized to train a civilian militia, strengthening their defensive forces. Updated. Schematics recovered by Commander Shepard are helping CSEC easily locate and shut down active turrets left by Cerberus on the Citadel. Schematics of advanced biotic amplifiers from Grissom Academy increased the endurance of the Asari under fire. CSEC is focusing on smaller crimes and misdemeanors. This has spread their forces thin, decreasing efficiency when dealing with larger threats. I said to not do that, though. An increase in refugees on the Citadel depleted resources that might have otherwise gone to defense systems and personnel. Civilians volunteering at emergency clinics helps to save lives by processing patients, assisting doctors, and taking some of the burden of the Citadel's overtaxed medical system. Commander Shepard restored duty pay to spouses and family of active service people, improving morale on the Citadel. Read that one. Warning people on the Citadel to prepare for war has improved civilian readiness. The Book of Planets declares that every Volus must aid those in need during times of want. News of the book's recovery inspired many Volus citizens to donate generous amounts to Citadel charities and defense funds. It's frustrating that I have no idea for sure which things I have and haven't read and end up rereading things. Thestian economic support. The heroics of the first human Spectre saving the Council yet again have received widespread media attention. The Asari public, nervous from the Reaper's gradual encroaching into Asari territory, has turned to humanity as a symbol of hope. As a result, Asari support is flooding in the form of EZO, credits, and other offers. With the help of the galaxy's largest economy, the Allied fleets have received a significant boost. Are we good on the Codex? No.
The John Grissom, an unremarkable world located far from regularly traveled trade routes, Lessus is inhabited only by a small Asari colony. The main feature is a monastery that houses a large population of Asari with active or latent Ardot Yakshi genes, a disorder that causes the death of anyone who mates with the afflicted Asari. Although some of the colonists exiled themselves voluntarily, many were sent to Lessus by their families to protect society from their deadly potential. The monastery emphasizes individual sacrifice for the good of the community. Latent Ardot Yakshi, as well as active sufferers who show that they can control their condition, may be offered a chance to reintegrate into Asari society after spending sufficient time on Lessus. Active Ardot Yakshi, whose psychological profiles show capacity for neither empathy nor re-education, are confined to the monastery for life. Biotics is the...
Oh, there might be a new thing here.
Biotics
there we go.
As construction continues, the brightest minds in the galaxy have begun to unravel the sophisticated scientific principles behind the Crucible's design. The device is capable of emitting a dark energy wave that weakens the binding energy of the nucleon, resulting in atomic destabilization. As Reaper technology is both organic and inorganic, researchers speculate that it is possible to kill a Reaper by irradiating the exotic inorganic materials that compose their outer shells. The organic components within would then be damaged at the cellular level by extreme radiation poisoning. Though theoretically sound, this raises two major complications. The energy wave is subject to inverse square law with a limited radius of 4.6 billion kilometers, far too low to affect anything beyond the system that it's activated in. Additionally, it is unclear how it could be directed in a way that prevents organic beings suffering the same grisly fate as the Reapers. Crucible scientists believe that the catalyst is the key to resolving these issues, but the exact nature of this component remains a mystery.
The Cerberus coup. Consular Udina's attempted coup will no doubt be analyzed for generations to come, but a clear picture is beginning to emerge. Udina had contacted Cerberus to coordinate what was intended to be a bloodless takeover of the Citadel, in which he would force the other counselors to grant him emergency powers so that he could command the Citadel fleet. He would then direct the fleet to liberate his home world, Earth. The plan fell apart early when the Solarian Councilor caught wind of it. In defense of the plan, the elusive man dispatched his top assassins, commanded by Kai Leng, to kill them. Udina had little choice but to support the assassins with an armed force sufficient to hold the Citadel. Captured confidants have indicated that Udina and Leng's alliance was relatively fragile. Udina may have planned to turn on Cerberus once the fleet was his to command, and Leng departed when he calculated that Udina would not succeed. Persistent rumors suggest that Udina might have been a high-functioning victim of Reaper indoctrination. His actions played right into the Reaper's plans, even if the coup failed. It would damage Citadel governance. Even if the coup failed, it would damage Citadel governance. If it succeeded, his plan to retake Earth would likely have turned into a military blunder that Council forces could ill afford. However, there is no direct evidence of his indoctrination nor obvious opportunity. It is more likely that Udina acted out of desperation, and in doing so cost humanity its counselor. The majority of the Citadel's population lives in the wards, the 5 massive arms on the station that house the residential and commercial districts. Many galactic races have established cultural enclaves here. Population density and cost of living are extremely high, akin to Earth cities such as Hong Kong and Singapore. The wards are open-topped with skyscrapers rising from the superstructure. Towers are sealed against vacuum as the breathable atmosphere envelope is only maintained to a height of about 7 meters. The atmosphere is contained by the centrifugal force of rotation and a membrane of dense, colorless sulfur hexafluoride gas held in place by carefully managed mass effect fields. The view from the wards is spectacular. In the background, stars, Serpent Nebula, and the nearby blue giant called the Widow move across the sky as the station rotates to stabilize itself. In the foreground, the lights of buildings and vehicles on the opposing ward arms perpetually shine. The Citadel has no real day or night. While the station keeps to standard galactic time for political functions, businesses rarely close, and residents acclimate to sleep and work according to personal need rather than a day-night cycle. Additions and modifications are constantly being constructed, though they must stay within certain specifications that will not compromise the operation of the station. Occasionally, the Keepers will descend on an area of the wards and move or change the architecture without explanation. Residents have learned to live with these inexplicable intrusions. So if the atmosphere only goes up to 7 meters above the ground, that's in the wards. Is it the same in the Presidium? Because if so, that doesn't, what's the word? That's inconsistent. That's not the word I wanted, but it'll work. That's inconsistent with when Garrus and Shepard end up on top of that bridge thing or building thing, whatever it is. Because that's higher than 7 meters off the ground. And yet they're still breathing. That is on the Presidium, though, so maybe it's different there.
That's crap. Udina made a deal with the devil. He got what he deserved.
Commander, I've got a lead on something interesting. Have you got a minute?
Commander, I've found something you need to see.
What have you got?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists. They could help build the Crucible.
Maybe we could recruit them. Lots of Cerberus people think they're doing the right thing. I know I did.
And you were right, Commander. Whatever crimes Cerberus is committing now, I was on Horizon when the Collectors attacked.
Really?
You'll recall I mentioned growing up in the Terminus systems. I was visiting my family at home. While the Alliance was running studies, you was saving me and my family.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus. I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
You found them?
I believe so, yes.
Nice work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
It's on the map now, Commander. Thanks.
Commander?
ANN News Alert. ANN Alert. New article on Traitor. Authorities have offered 25,000 credits for the arrest or capture, dead or alive, of the captain of the freighter Strontium Mule. Surveillance footage clearly shows Cerberus forces deploying from the freighter during the recent coup attempt. It escaped during the attack, going straight past the idling Cerberus Citadel fleet. The freighter was lost with all hands while transporting Prothean artifacts in 2185. The Blue Suns mercenary group, who had been hired to protect the ship during its dangerous trip in the Terminus, denied all responsibility, saying an overwhelming Cerberus force of at least 30 or more commandos had stormed the ship and killed all aboard. Ah yes, 30 or more commandos. 3 people? And plus, you weren't hired to protect the ship, you were hijacking the ship. The authorities say little is known about its current whereabouts, but the last sighting saw it leaving the Eagle Nebula toward the Terminus. Lieutenant Cortez, all work and no play. From Steve Cortez. Shepard, now that we got a little downtime on the Citadel, I wanted to share something with you. I'm taking the shuttle down to Silver Sun Strip. Meet me there. Jack, Combat Sim. From Jack. Shep! I hear this Silver Sun Strip place has a combat simulator, and I felt like kicking the crap out of something. Get your ass down here if you're game. I'll get to that. Alliance Command, priority shore leave. That's not supposed to happen yet. Alright, I'll try to remember to come back and read this message when it's actually supposed to happen. Admiral Anderson, Kai Lang dossier. From Stephen Hackett. Shepard, as promised, here is what we have on Kai Lang. Forwarded message from Alliance Records. Subject, Kai Lang's dossier to Stephen Hackett. Name, Lang Kai. Date of Systems Alliance military enlistment. November 14th, 2172. Age on enlistment, 16. Credentials faked. Tours of duty, 2172, Terminus Systems, Patrol and Reconnaissance. 2173, Exodus Clusters, Patrol and Reconnaissance. Reprimanded for taking medals from dead enemy officers. Sentence reduced in light of previous exemplary service record. 2174, Raid on Intion. Recommended for Systems Alliance Medal of Valor. 2175, Kite's Nest. Sorry, just a second. Kite's Nest. Tactical Reconnaissance. Accepted into Interplanetary Combatives Academy. 2176. Received N7 designation from Interplanetary Combatives Academy. 2176. Dishonorably discharged and imprisoned after charge of first-degree murder. Cerberus activities. Intel on Kai Lang's activities after joining Cerberus is spotty. What is known is that the elusive man arranged for Lang's escape from prison, employing him as an operative for the next 10 years. Lang is now believed to be the elusive man's most trusted agent, working as an infiltrator and assassin. His cybernetic modifications appear to include Cerberus's Phantom-class implants. Lieutenant Vega, got a minute. From James Vega. Hey, Commander. Just wondering if you got some time in the near future. Nothing critical, just wanted to chat. Vega. Allers, Diana. Citadel interview. Your cabin? From Diana Allers. The networks are going wall-to-wall with coverage of the attack on the Citadel. Everyone's asking questions about Udina's death. Can I get an hour or so with you to talk about what happened? I'm thinking your cabin rather than the conference room, so we don't get interrupted. I heard you knew the counselor personally. If you need some time alone or don't want to talk about it, just say the word. Diana. Sender blocked. Cerberus defectors. From Sender Blocked. Dear Shepard, changing my identity was good advice. I know who this is. Dear Shepard, changing my identity was good advice. Once again, you've saved my life. After we last spoke, I overheard some refugees mention Cerberus. Then they said my name. I freaked out until I recognized their voices. Close friends of mine who've defected in disguise and on the run. Just like me. They are talented engineers, Shepard, who could help with the war effort. I've attached contact information to forward to whoever could use their help. You can trust them. Missing you, Kelly Chambers. Specialist Trainer. Game Night? From Samantha Trainer. Commander, thanks for taking the time to speak with the civilian. I'd love to see how Commander Shepard kills time between missions. Why don't you give me a call if you'd like to grab drinks in your cabin? I promise a night of fun and games. Trainer. No. Things. Spectre Terminal. Spectre Candidate Profile. Ashley Williams. Officer in Alliance Marine Reconnaissance Unit. Worked with Commander Shepard before destruction of the SSV Normandy. Recommended as Spectre Candidate by Counselor Udina. Significant events. 2158. Born eldest child of Williams family. See Dossier, Surrender of Shang-Chi, Chapter 12 for family background. Received prenatal gene therapy for maternal disposition to nearsightedness. 2176. Directly enlisted in Alliance Navy post-high school graduation. Applications rejected for 3 military academies. Is assigned to the recruit training depot in Macapa, Brazil. 2177. Exemplary scores in multiple training venues, including 0G certification and environment assault training. 2178. Graduated boot camp. Records indicate strong aggression, steadfast endurance, and leadership instincts. Williams is recommended for fleet duties. 2179. Assigned to planetary garrison duties with 212th Marine Brigade, 2nd Frontier Division based out of Eden Prime. 2180. Assigned to Delta Squad of the 212. Promoted to Gunnery Chief. Applied for officer candidate school and passed technical evaluation, but was rejected from OCS. Yeah, that's ridiculous. 2183. Present during Geth attack on Eden Prime. Delta Squad engaged Geth forces, managed to secure communications relay to send distress signal, but was quickly overwhelmed. Despite her unit being killed and facing overwhelming enemy numbers, Williams survived the Geth attack and helped guide relief teams. Assigned to SSV Normandy SR-1 under recommendation by Captain Anderson and participated in Joint Alliance Council anti-Geth operations under Spectre Shepard. Following the destruction of the SSV Normandy SR-1, Williams named as witness in military tribunal against Flight Lieutenant Moreau. During course of trial, Williams was treated as hostile witness by prosecution. 2184. On recommendation from senior Alliance figures, including the Human Counselor and several admirals, Williams was granted admission into S-Class training program. During training, she was promoted to Operations Chief. Assigned to Hunter Platoon of the Alliance Marines Reconnaissance Unit. Deployed in closing stages of Task Force Justice's operations. See Post-Citadel Attack Geth Activities in Terminus Space Dossier. 2185. Hunter Platoon was assigned to covert surveillance and reconnaissance following the loss of several human colonies under the auspices of a colonial outreach program operated by AIS. Williams was posted to Horizon, successfully identified the collectors as responsible, and confirmed the involvement of Commander Shepard with Cerberus. Platoon was recalled and participated in Operation Gorgon, suffering 4 killed in action. Williams assumed temporary command and received Silver Star Commendation and promoted to Lieutenant. 2186. Was given the highest S1 ranking due to her exemplary performance in the field and high technical scores in training. Seconded to Admiral Anderson's command of the Normandy SR-2. Promoted to Lieutenant Commander. Recommendation. Williams is a viable candidate for Spectres with extensive field experience and exemplary technical scores. Her determination and ability to survive several extremely hostile scenarios indicate a temperament ideal for Council-sanctioned strike missions. Civilian Consultation Authorization. An importer/exporter with past convictions for smuggling is offered to gather critical supplies for Alliance forces and civilian medical emergencies. CSEC believes the offer is in good faith and has refused to make an arrest, but is legally restricted from accepting her offer without Spectre authorization. I will authorize that. Transfer Authorization. Private Tulavi. Private Tulavi has requested a transfer to a unit actively engaged against Reaper hostiles. A note from Sergeant Olembe says that Private Tulavi is an exceptional engineer, recommending her for duty on a team set to sabotage Reaper processing centers. Spectre authorization would fast-track this request. I'm not going to do it. She's going to have to potentially fight her brother. Medical supplies. Medical supplies originally meant for occupied zones have been rerouted to the Citadel because the Reaper invasion has made delivery impossible. The supplies are currently in lockdown on the docks, but can be released to the Huerta Memorial Hospital under Spectre authority. Yes, I will do that. Assignment, Strontium Mule. Where is that? The MSV Strontium Mule is the Athabasca-class freighter Cerberus utilized to deliver a deadly cargo of troops and Atlas mechs for the coup. It escaped during the confusion and is being hunted by the authorities, who have issued a large bounty for its capture or destruction. I can see if I can find it. Codex.
Jelix, the second planet in the Arise system, is a marginally habitable world of mountains and ice. The planet was turned into a human penal colony upon its discovery in 2161. But its prison shut in 2179 after racking up the worst safety records in the system's alliance. Lawsuits are still in the courts. Shortly after the closure of the prisons, a handful of intergalactic corporations moved in to set up mines, supply depots, and other facilities on the planet. Biotics is the ability.
AIS Intel. Attempted coup on the Citadel. Cobalt 9 clearance only. Order of battle. Normandy SR2. CSEC. 200,000 personnel. Various Spectres and associated groups. Citadel Fleet Security. Marine Corps. Various elements. Alliance, Turian, Solarian, and Dasari military. Primarily off-duty personnel. Cerberus. Approximately 5,000 to 7,000 soldiers, including elite assassination teams, approximately 50 Atlas mechs, led by former N7 Kai Lang. Casualties, CSEC, approximately 22,800 personnel, civilians, estimated 16,000, mainly in the Presidium. Cerberus suffered almost complete losses. For several weeks prior to the coup, Cerberus smuggled their soldiers onto the Citadel by hiding them among the constant flow of refugees. In retrospect, CSEC perhaps should have noticed the sizable increase in the amount of Cerberus-made weaponry that they seized during the routine customs inspections. You think? By planting agents within CSEC, Cerberus gained control over the Citadel's automated defense control, allowing the initial attack to progress with little resistance. They were quickly able to capture docking control, CSEC headquarters, and Citadel communications mechs as a safeguard against any counterattack. With station-wide transmissions under Cerberus control, the Citadel fleet was powerless to respond and gave Councilor Udina the distraction he needed to attempt to seize power. CSEC valiantly attempted to retake their headquarters, but their attack was staunched until Commander Shepard arrived on the station to assist. Yelkor Ambassador Kalen deserves special mention. Despite strict regulations otherwise, he kept a shoulder-mounted autocannon in his office and was able to stage a spirited defense near the Krogan monument, effectively obliterating 3 Atlas mechs single-handedly. The quick action by Spectres Shepard and Williams, along with the intervention of a passing Drell, led to the Council being saved. Condolences and thanks have been passed to Kage, and a recommendation of a posthumous medal awarding the Alliance's highest honor to non-humans, the Arcturus Cross. Once communications were re-established, reinforcements arrived from the Citadel fleet and quickly eliminated the Cerberus forces. Very few surrendered. However, amid the ensuing conflict, the freighter identified as the MSV Strontium Mule was able to escape through the relay. We have so far been unable to locate it, but its last known position was in the Eagle Nebula heading for the terminus. Eagle Nebula, okay? AIS thoroughly searched Donald Udina's office and residence. There's little evidence of how or why he defected to Cerberus, but many of his video records appear to have been tampered with. The theory that the Counselor may have been indoctrinated is troubling, but no evidence exists to support this. The more likely conclusion is that Cerberus capitalized on Udina's hunger for power. Consequences. Despite the potential negative of a human separatist organization attempting a coup, the other Citadel races appear to believe that this was largely due to Reaper indoctrination. The grisly exposure of the integrated Cerberus soldiers has left little doubt that the two are connected. The sacrifices of the Alliance fleet during the Battle of the Citadel and the elimination of Counselor Udina by Spectres, Shepard, and Williams have left little doubt that the Alliance remains a key ally. The Asari media has been very favorable towards Commander Shepard, and Counselor Tavos has gained Counselor Tavos has gained popularity by positioning herself as a long-term supporter and mentor to the Spectre. Ha! While the politics are blatantly shallow, this has not stopped the Asari republics from offering large support in the form of scientific, economic, and military resources. Matriarch Lydiana, commander of the Destiny Ascension and admiral of the Citadel Fleet, has been widely criticized for the Citadel Fleet's delayed response. In an effort to regain public favor, she has suggested that a large portion of the fleet be offered to assist the Alliance ambassador. The Alliance. Ambassador Valorn is also lauding humanity and its role in the galactic community, and has persuaded the Dalatrases to increase assistance, including the Solarian Third Fleet. Alright, Eagle Nebula, right?
Cerberus is gonna have a hard time recruiting now. So Cerberus wanted to go into politics, huh? Nice job shutting those assholes down.
Didn't you used to work for those assholes? Something about leather seats?
I worked for Cerberus when they were vigilantes helping the helpless. Now they're a little too mainstream. And evil. The important thing is that you kick their asses. And also that Ash aced the don't shoot your commander portion of the Normandy reinstatement test.
Go easy on Ash. She's been through a lot.
Yeah, like drawing a gun on a superior officer, nearly getting the council killed. That's not gonna look good on the yearly performance review. Commander?
Hello, Shepard.
What's on your mind, Edie?
The destruction of the Reaper on Tuchanka. It is rare for a technologically superior force to be destroyed by an inferior one.
Yeah, so now all we need is a gun that fires Thresher Maws.
That was a joke.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I was contemplating. The Reapers are more fallible than they proclaim. Despite its best efforts, the one on Tuchanka was destroyed by a worm. This has caused me to reassess the probable period of time before I am non-functional.
You're worried about dying?
In a sense. My processing power is consumed with calculations to help us combat the Reapers, but I can run those scenarios with the rest of the crew. May I ask you another question that troubled Jeff?
Here we go again.
What is the purpose of synthetic life?
It's not that different from organic life. A free-willed synthetic chooses what it wants.
But the purpose of organic life is to preserve itself long enough to replicate copies of its genes in succeeding generations. My purpose is not so clear. The other successful synthetic life forms that I have examined for comparison are the Geth and the Reapers.
Reproduction isn't all there is. We find meaning in the work we do, good deeds we accomplish, love.
I see. I will search my files on the biographies of humans to see if prominent figures follow the pattern you suggest. It appears many humans did in fact do so.
That was quick. Gotta love quantum computing.
Shepard, I will alter my processing power to give priority to your stated goals. Duty, altruism, love.
Wait, you're just gonna turn yourself good? Can you do that?
It should take some time. If I have further questions, I will speak with you again. Thank you.
Are you and Ashley okay? The last time she saw that body, it wasn't exactly pleasant.
I have informed her of the situation. She is taking it well.
Good.
Hello, Shepard.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
She's not going to be happy, probably.
Never thought I'd be doing a combat drop onto the Citadel. I can't believe Udina. Great example to the other races, huh? Doesn't hurt to go over the weapon roster one more time.
Don't have enough to get that last one.
Hey, Commander. I knew Udina was a dirty bastard, but I never would have guessed he was that rotten. This whole war is loco. I mean, can't they all see how we need to work together?
When people are scared, they're slow to trust.
Sure, but... what's the point? Look, just so you know, I've got a new shoot first, ask questions later policy when it comes to politicians.
Fair enough.
Hey.
Stay.
I mean, a lot of politicians probably deserve that.
Traitors are the worst form of enemy. In our cycle, we would remove their limbs one by one and offer them a choice. Eat their own flesh or starve. Your politician deserved far worse than a bullet. And if the other human had not seen reason, her death would be certain too. There is only one enemy in this war. Reapers. No others will be tolerated. I would like to visit the Citadel sometime, when it is not infested with traitors. I have heard about the Kaileng human you encountered. It is good to have a name for the enemy I will enjoy killing most. Yes?
All good, Commander.
Commander.
Breaking now, the Citadel in flames. A brazen attack by Cerberus repelled by CSEC. Alliance Marines explain the Council fleet's delayed response. We speak with the brave men and women who fought the good fight in the battle space. Commander, I've got some questions about the coup, but I'm online with my producer right now. Can we set up an interview in your cabin?
Shepard. Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind, the Citadel almost falls, and you almost had to put down a friend.
Got a little tense there.
If it had come down to it, could you have pulled the trigger?
I don't see how. We start killing our friends, and war turns into murder.
But it doesn't always give us the easy way out, does it? At least Ash didn't have to join Caden.
Let's hope he's looking out for us. This was his fight, too.
There's Thane.
Good to have Ash back. We can always use a friendly gun. Good to have Ash back. We can always use a friendly gun.
Where is she? I thought she would be in there. She's in Liara's cabin. Okay. Wait, is there... where else? Medical, mess hall... okay.
Welcome back, Lieutenant Williams.
Yeah, strange being back, but thanks. Got pretty crazy on the Citadel.
What's important is that you made the right choice.
You're right. So what'd I miss on the Normandy?
I could send the Lieutenant Commander audio and video footage of recent onboard events.
Sure. So your drone collects surveillance footage?
Not aboard the Normandy, it shouldn't.
I downloaded this data with EDI's full cooperation and knowledge, Doctor.
Very well.
Just catching up on stuff.
We are lucky more people didn't die. I'm sure Cerberus isn't through with us. What I want now is information on this Cerberus assassin. I don't think it's a coincidence Kai Lang was an N7 ranked Alliance soldier too, Shepard. Maybe the elusive man misses you.
What he misses is manipulating me for his own goals.
I'm afraid those goals now include sending Kai Lang after the catalyst.
The elusive man wouldn't have to fight me if he'd keep away from Reaper tech.
Cerberus as an ally would have made things easier. As it is, we'll see Kai Lang again.
Tell me if you find anything.
I will. I'll see you later, Shepard. Ready for the next mission?
Just catching up on stuff.
Audio recording from Counselor Gujir's Senate office. Secretary Phillips. The emergency fund's gone, sir. We don't have the credits to hire enough ships to evacuate the colony before the Reapers get here. Not with the prices their captains are asking for. Counselor Gujir. What about the military? They left an hour ago. They said it's too much of a risk to come back. Did they? Yes, sir. Here. This is the passkey, sir, and an inventory. Phillips, I am authorizing you on behalf of this city's Senate to seize any and all EZO stockpiles in our treasury in order to secure safe passage for our citizens on any available ships. These look like private stockpiles. Senate members' stockpiles? Sorry, they said that wrong. These look like private stockpiles. Senate members' stockpiles. I'm forgoing re-election. Now get us those ships. Yes, sir. List of recent purchases by Zaid Masani. Armax Arsenal Incendiary Grenades, bulk purchase. Thermal Clips, bulk purchase. Metagel, bulk purchase. M451 Firestorm, fuel, bulk purchase. Blade of armor plating. Hane Kadar field rations. Casa Fabrication weapon repair kit. Mounted Milgram triple distilled 45-year-old Scotch whiskey. Mount Milgram triple distilled 45-year-old Scotch whiskey. 2 bottles. Rifle parts. Discontinued Avenger series.
Greetings, Commander.
How mad are you with me?
The refugees on the Citadel have received our shipment of surplus medical supplies. You just can't be held back from a good deed, can you, Commander? So, Udina finally went over the edge. I never really liked the man. Now I know why. Good to see you, Commander.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play?
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
I'm just a simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge. Ha!
Oh, come on!
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line, like the Krogan, can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep him in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, Trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes. Trainer, can you send Diana up? She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for a chat, Commander?
I'm ready.
Commander, it's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately. Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
This was Cerberus trying to do what Sovereign did, and they didn't come close.
You mean fewer lives were lost during the Battle of the Citadel?
Yes.
But humanity has lost its counselor. The Alliance Parliament is destroyed, and the Prime Minister's dead. The line of succession is getting pretty short. How long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
Leaders will rise. You can't lose hope. Our enemies won't rest until they've taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten. Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thessia. Commander, during your tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties. Thanks for your time, Commander. This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
On my way. Hey man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander?
Sorry, Loco. I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Shoot.
What did you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
The N7 program is a big deal, but it's also a big commitment.
I hear that.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not because I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone. And they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but...
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The right choice is usually not the easy one.
Yeah. Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yeah. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There's not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed, either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Assuming we survive this, that's a no-brainer. You're a damn good soldier, Vega. Don't waste that opportunity.
I'll think about it. Seriously. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here, it's a little too soft for me.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
I'll take your word for it. Thanks again, Loco.
Anytime.
Commander,
Alright.
Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
Okay, fine. I'll talk to Admiral Anderson.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Torians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit and runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Shepard.
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Specialist Trainer. Lunch? From Comm Specialist Samantha Trainer. Commander, if you'd like to meet up for lunch, I'll be in the Citadel arcade area. Hopefully see you there. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to do this ex-Cerberus scientist things, but that's going to be a next episode type thing. I was going to find the Eagle Nebula. Where is the Eagle Nebula? Just going to do that real quick. I guess it's going to be lighting up. Maybe not. Apian Crest, Crogan Z, Cillian Nebula, Athena Nebula, Nimbus Cluster, Minus Wasteland, Eastmore Frontier, Eagle Nebula. It's said, but there's nothing to explore here, so it's not there. Alright, fine. Alright, we're gonna head here. See what this is about. Check out another system here. Nothing. Nothing to scan. Alright, is it that system?
I found something.
We're just gonna stop here. That's gonna do it for this episode. I've been recording for over 2 hours at this point, so anyway, if you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be kept up to date on future uploads.